Hi. So I needed to get away. I've been working really hard, pushing through weekends, wanting to get something important out and being shared. And I knew I had to stop and have some nature time. So I've done that. And it takes a couple of days sometimes for me to really drop and come into that same vibration with the land. And I'm feeling it beautifully just now up on the north shore of Noosa in this really remote little spot. And I was lucky enough just to have a Zoom session with a lady who's been I would call her a soul counselor over the years for me. And I don't know what we're going to do with all the stuff today, all the practical things and the life change things. And I don't know how many of you are also feeling this way, but there's so much that's changing in our world. Things that we may perhaps in the past have believed in or taken for granted showing up differently. And I know that we're all in different places with this. I've gone on a really deep dive over the last few years and matched a lot of data points with things I already understood from elsewhere in my life. So I feel very deeply and richly informed, and strangely enough I've been coming into peace the more that I understand about what is false, about all the bullshit in our institutions and the way our society is run. I feel in me like there's a slow settling that comes with that. And I relate that to what happens in session with clients. For me, 3 important things that we need for meeting trauma: empathy, validation, and attunement. For us, we need to bring it and we need to receive it also from others. So having right context for what we're experiencing can be a very settling thing, a very empowering thing. The right context and being seen and acknowledged in that can help us move forward in our lives. So I just had an awesome dose of that. Thank you, Tony Riley. And I feel at a real fulcrum in the whole of my life. I've had my own journey with family stuff, the whole intergenerational family trauma, and what I learned through that experience. I've studied psychology, metaphysics, parapsychology, integrative healing, counseling, energy work, all the things. Phone just went weird for a second. I've implemented them in different ways, in organizations, with individuals. I've created a program which is probably too big and I have to power back somehow, but that's okay. I'm in the middle of it all. I feel in the center of it all. People, like there's a beautiful alchemy coming through me and possible through me. I know that when someone is sitting across from me in the room, that all of this training and gristing and personal work and spiritual gifts, all of this comes together. And magic happens between 2 people that are resonating on a shared intent, question, movement, vibration. So I feel at a real fulcrum in my life experience. And after my lovely session just now, I feel each of the steps forward, the small pathways. I would love to be told, oh, you can let it all go and just go build a fire and live in the bush and it's all going to be blissful. But there's more work ahead, but that's okay. I'm really tuned into calling in that expression, listening in for, inviting in those that get a little bit alive when they discover who I am and what I'm about, which is a nice feeling. Why am I talking about myself so much like this? Because I think we are all feeling at this nexus, this middle point between what has been and what is to come. And it's okay to be here. It's okay that it's not all worked out yet. I've been involved in a lot of prepping stuff of late for various changes that might be ahead with our money supply, our food supply, all sorts of things. good-hearted community seems to be one of the best currencies we can have. So sharing this maybe as an invitation, maybe as some kind of a seeing. If you feel that you're in the middle, that you've lived your life so far and learnt your thing, had so many of your experiences and they're in your body, it could be that now is the time where the truth and the light is being brought to much of that. And that with some of the perhaps new age headlines put to one side and only being time and space for simple truth, it might be now that the way forward for you with this into the world that we are creating together can really come forward. So that's my wish for me and my wish for you. I thought I would share this lovely environment where I am. It's so calm, it's so quiet. There is a rhythm in nature that's untouched or less touched by the electronics and all the rubbish. It really does have something for us. So hoping you've enjoyed my chat, and I'll touch base again shortly.